Hello everyone, today I'm back with another video, and as you can see by the title, this video has a bit of a twist to it, but you can see we're having a bit of cart trouble here before we get rolling. But anyways, today we're just going to be driving with just one hand. I just wanted to see what it would be like, but the reason I decided to do this is not because I'm hurt or anything like that, but I just wanted to further push myself and be better and give myself more of a challenge than usual in these normal rental sessions. And my rules to do this challenge was to use only my right hand while driving and make sure that I maintain that hand on the steering wheel throughout the whole entire session. And also my benchmark person for this session is my friend Caleb in the white Arai helmet, and my goal was to try to catch up to him. He jumped me in the pit lane, however, because we had obviously the cart trouble, but I think that if I can even catch up with him or stick with him, that will be successful because he's pretty quick, and I'm also only driving with one hand, so I'm just trying my best to make do with what I have. So here we actually hit the apex, but we run a little bit wide on exit, and we go into the grass a bit and just dip our tires into the grass. And then here we hit the apex nicely, have a lot of wobble on the steering, still trying to get used to driving with one hand. And then here we have a lot of oversteer and understeer and just a bunch of correction throughout the chicane. And then coming onto the straight here, I was trying to figure out how good my kart was, and to me, I felt like it was pretty decent. It didn't understeer too much or oversteer too much, even though I had just one hand. But here you can see we missed the apex by just a tad, and we actually get the corner more correct this time. But here we're passing some lap traffic, and in turns 2 and 3, we missed the second apex a bit of 3. But coming into the chicane, again, we're doing a bit of correction, which is okay for the moment because we're only driving with one hand. But if we keep doing a lot of corrections, then we're going to lose just tenths of a second or a tenth of a second, which still matters, and we don't want to lose that. But here, you can see that just in the distance, those small pixels over there, is our friend Caleb. He's coming around and he's entering into turns 2 and 3 as I'm starting to enter them behind him. So you can see that we've made up a bit of ground there on him as the pixels on the screen get a bit bigger for you guys, which obviously indicates that he's getting closer to us, or that we're getting closer to him. So I'm just pushing really hard as I can to try to make sure that we can just close this gap down. And I want to try to minimize mistakes. So through turn 1, we're actually taking that completely flat out. We hit the apex there and hit the corner perfectly, and you can see we gained just a bit more time on him, and every single lap we're just gaining about 2 to 3 tenths on him, which matters a lot. And as you can see in the chicane, he encounters a bit of traffic, goes over the curb, and loses a ton of time to them, and now I've caught right back up onto his bumper, and I'm ducking, trying to make sure that I can get all the performance out of the cart. Hopefully we can make a move into turn 1, but nope, his cart has just a bit too much straightaway speed and he pulls away on us. But coming out of the corner, he makes a bit of a mistake and dips a tire into the grass, and we give him a bit of a shove through there. He gets some grass in our face. But coming into turns 2 and 3, he hits the curb a bit, and that allows me to get the inside for the chicane, and we get the move done with just one hand. And now our goal is to continue our speed and just slowly pull away from him so that he can't come back and pass us back before we get to another overtaking spot, for example turn 1. So here I'm just trying to keep my head forward and make sure that we catch up to the lap traffic in all the right places. But we hit a bit of a bump and missed the apex. I looked behind me and Caleb was right there on me. So what I'm trying to do here is make sure that I can weave through lap traffic and get them out of the way so that I can put some carts in between myself and Caleb. But there, the traffic tries to fight me and actually runs into me, gives me a bit of a bump, and I'm not too happy with that. But I just can't see Caleb anymore. Maybe he got stuck behind the lap traffic or something. So that's one thing about racing, is whenever you get to some lap traffic and there's a driver chasing you, it's always an opportunity for you to put one slower cart in between you and that person. And what that does is it creates sort of a buffer for you, so you have clean track whereas the person behind you chasing you has the dirty part of the track, meaning that the driver in front of him is going to slow him down if he doesn't know how to get through lap traffic quickly, like I did here. And now, coming onto the straightaway, I'm going to take you guys on a bit of a hot lap with me. So I'm just going to shut up and let you guys listen. So with that lap being done, I had a few mistakes in that lap, but overall it was pretty decent for just being a one hand. But there we get bumped into the side of by a back marker, and that just costed me just a small bit of time. But hopefully our friend Caleb can't catch up, even though we made a bit of a mistake. So hopefully our gap is big enough so that we can continue to pull away from him. But like I was saying, in that lap I made just a couple of mistakes on turns 2 and 3 in the hot lap where I was quiet. I made a couple of mistakes. There was more in the lap, but here we catch up to a back marker and we look behind us. We're just looking behind us to see where Caleb is, but I just can't see him behind us. So what I'm gonna do now is just try to focus my eyes forward. And that's another thing in racing. If you just focus your eyes forward instead of being worried about what's going on behind you, it can help you tremendously. Because if you're looking behind you, you're worried about the people that are behind you, because you must think that they're faster than you. And if you think that they're faster than you, then they're going to be faster than you. It's all about mindset. And if you have the right mindset of being fast and being consistent, it means you have to just put your head down and look straight. I'm saying all that as I look behind me. If I was just trying to check to monitor the gap to him. But here you can see we still have pulled away a ton. But there we get a big massive slide through turns 2 and 3. There's a big bump in the turning point there. Hopefully they can get this ironed out, and maybe there won't be a bump if they can do a track resurfacing. But enough of my yapping. Here we catch up to another back marker, and we just sail by him pretty easily. I think we had a better cart than him, to be honest. But here we're just looking behind us, trying to see where Caleb is, and we still can't see him in our sights. So like I said earlier, it's looking like we're starting to pull away, even though I'm driving with just one hand, which I think driving with one hand is a very good exercise to do for karting drivers, because it kind of pushes you to step outside of your comfort zone. And even though it might seem a bit scary and a bit dangerous, I think that it's an overall good exercise. As we see the checkered flag there, our session's coming to an end, but we're slowing down and we're gonna let Caleb pass us by. But like I was saying, I think that doing this is a very good exercise, because it helps you learn how to control the kart with less power, meaning that you need to learn how to control the kart whilst not having the amount of strength that you would have in two hands. which allows you to become better as you push yourself to go on to do more. But with that being said, the session's over, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out.